Hey, cool mamas, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sheila. There are those things in motherhood that I think about, man, I wish somebody would have told me about this. I wish somebody would have gave me a little bit more advice in this area, in that area. There are so many things that I'm learning on this motherhood journey. And one of the reasons why this channel is so important to me is because I want to share with, whether it's a seasoned mom, a new mom, whatever current spaces you're in, whatever current season that you're in motherhood, I can share wisdom with you that can help you along your journey and that you won't miss those lessons, because I just think that we can really help each other in more than one way. And so one of the challenges that I'm currently experiencing in motherhood that I am working on doing better in is enjoying the moment. It is definitely something that I'm constantly thinking about. I'm always thinking about, man, like my kids are growing up way too fast, right? And why is time moving so fast? How do I have a 19-year-old, a 17-year-old, and an 11-year-old already? While I'm grateful, immensely grateful for who they are in my lives, the family that my husband and I have, I can't lie and say that I am not experiencing the grief of realizing, they are not going to be in our household forever. It's one of those things that is going to eventually happen. But when you get closer to that time, it's like, wow, the time is almost here. So my 19-year-old is in college. His college is about 2 hours away, so not too far. But I would definitely say that when he went off to college, it was an adjustment. It was an adjustment. We are an extremely close family. My son and I have a wonderful mother-son relationship. And when he left, there was like this hole in the house. He would come home once a month, at least once a month, which I definitely appreciate that he wants to come home, because not all children want to come home from college. So I appreciate that he wanted to be here and that he missed us, but also enjoying college at the same time, because I definitely want that for him. But when he left and went away for college last year, it was a journey. It was definitely challenging, learning how to create a new rhythm in the house, learning how to do life without him here 24/7. Huge adjustment. And we managed. We got through it. We got through the first 2 semesters of him being in college, and he did an amazing job. We're immensely proud of him, proud of ourselves as a family for adjusting and getting through that. But again, it was a challenge. So here we are, summer, he's back at home. He has 2 jobs. So he works during the day. We spend time together as a family while he's home and just try to do as much as we can together. And what I have found myself doing is counting down the days that we have left together. How many months do we have left? How many weeks do we have left? Because in my head, I feel like I'm trying to just make sure that I'm not wasting the time and being aware of the time that is left. But what I'm actually doing is not enjoying the moment. That is a challenge for me, enjoying the moment. And, when your children are growing up, you can't help but to just grieve when they were smaller, when they needed you more than they do currently. Of course, like even when they're adults, they're going to need you in a different way, but it's not in the way that they needed you when they were little kids. So having a 19-year-old and a 17-year-old has definitely been an adjustment for me. And my 11-year-old, he's starting to, of course, just be more independent, which we want that for for our children. That is the goal. The goal is for you to start to become independent. And when you leave this house, you will be okay, and that you don't feel like you have to be attached to mommy and daddy because we taught you what we needed to teach you to make sure that you can make it in this world. But two things can be true at the same time. And those two things, or I should say the other thing on the other side of that is you're going to do life without me, which means I need to figure out who I am outside of motherhood, which is a whole nother, I wish somebody would have talked to me about this. But when it comes to living in the moment, I understand that when I don't do that, I can't cherish the time that we do have. Let's focus on the time that we have together. And even when we're apart, let's enjoy the times that we can talk on the phone together. Let's act like we are appreciative of the time that God has allowed us to have, regardless of if it's in the way that we desire or not. What we should just work towards is just cherishing. Cherish what the Lord has given you. Cherish the blessings. And living in the moment is one of those things that I have constantly been striving to do. As aware as I am about how I need to do better in that area, I am not good at it. I'm not good at it, but I know I can get good at it. I know that this is something that I am completely capable of doing better at. So how do I do that? When I notice that I'm counting down the days, instead of counting down the days, let's look at what we can do in those days together. Not, oh gosh, we got a month left. Oh my goodness, we got 3 weeks left. And then, so on and so forth. Because I find myself doing that. I honestly do. I'm not looking forward to my son going back to school, but I am also looking forward to him going back and just being great. I am. I promise I am. But the part that is not excited about it, it makes it hard to live in the moment. But I want to live in the moment. It's so important. And another thing that we can do to live in the moment is having fun. It's important to have fun, especially as moms. Because let's be honest, we get so caught up in doing all of the things that the kids need, that the household needs, that we forget that we can have fun just like the kids can have fun. We will drive them everywhere that they need to go to make sure that they can have the fun that they want to have, especially in the summertime. But what about me? What about me? I can have fun too. And I'm learning to enjoy fun. Enjoy having fun. Sounds simple. Sounds like, girl, now you should know how to do that. Listen, when you've been knee deep in motherhood intentionally, the way that I have and other moms I'm sure have, you forget what it is, what it looks like to have fun. So lately, this week alone, I've been trying to focus on what can I do to have fun. Because I'm going to be honest, it's real easy for me to get off of work, because I work from home. That don't make it any better. To get off of work, put my pajamas on, cook dinner, chill, watch a little TV, or get some work done, whatever it is that I need to do, and go to bed. That's not fun. Girl, that is not fun. What can you do to have a good time? So there was this list of stuff that I wanted to do this summer. And I realized, wow, we're in July and I have done not even a quarter of the things that I wanted to do. And why didn't I? Because I wasn't living in the moment. And part of living in the moment is having fun, right? And another way to live in the moment is to be aware. be aware of what you're feeling, when you're feeling it, and understanding why you're feeling it. So one of the best ways to be self-aware is journaling. It's one of my favorite things to do. It's also one of those things that I have put down and not done as consistently as I used to. But I just started journaling again, and boy, does it help me to gain clarity on what is going on with me, emotionally, spiritually, whatever the case. And I'm realizing that when I write those things down, it gives me an understanding, and it helps me to just be aware of Sheila, being aware of my needs, my wants, my desires, and all of those things. So, like I said, one way to be aware of when you're not living in the moment is to journal. It's actually a way to live in the moment, is journaling. So that's another way. Journaling is another way of living in the moment. Not only does it help you to become self-aware, but it helps you to sit in the moment and understanding yourself and the things that are going on around you. And one thing that I love about journaling is there are so many ways that you can journal, of course, but one thing that you can do is by journaling about your day. What did you do with the kids? What did you do for yourself? Did you have fun? If you didn't, why didn't you? Did you have too much on your schedule? Were you saying yes to things that you should have said no to? Whatever it may be, just writing down like what was your day like, that'll help you realize I have not been living in the moment. I don't even know what's going on. I'm just living day to day, trying to survive instead of actually enjoying my life. And I think that that's one of the things that we miss as moms sometimes, is understanding that, yes, motherhood is a challenging journey. It's also an encouraging journey. It is a rewarding journey. And not only is it all of those things, but you should be enjoying your life along the journey. Don't leave your joy behind. Don't leave the fun behind. Enjoy who you are. Enjoy the joy that you bring to this world, the gifts that you bring to this world. What do you like to do? What are you good at? Like, really live in the moment. And I feel like, as I'm talking about this, I'm understanding why a lot of us as moms deal with identity issues and not knowing who we are, because we're not really living in the moment for ourselves. A lot of the times we're living in the moment for our children because we know what they need, when they need it, how they need it. I know even for me, like, I try to stay tapped into how my children are feeling, their emotions, all of their needs. And yeah, I could live in a moment for that, but what about living in the moment for actually enjoying your life for you? Not just for your children, but for you. What about you? And I think we need to stop and ask ourselves those questions. And I'm not just talking to you, I'm talking to me too, because living in the moment, it feels like a huge task sometimes, but it's actually what we should be doing. How can we live the abundant life that God promised us if we're not living in the moment? If we're trying to figure out tomorrow, when the word says that tomorrow will figure out itself, right? And the more I think about that scripture, that tomorrow will take care of itself and to not worry, that feels like a live in the moment type of encouragement or command, because it really is said, do not worry, like tomorrow will take care of itself. It will. So regardless of what it is that you're trying to do to figure out the things and to make sure that stuff doesn't fall apart, we should be living in the moment to make sure that we're good. Just like we make sure our children are good, we need to make sure that we are good. And we can't do that if we're not living in the moment. So like I said, I'm not just talking to you, I'm talking to me. This is a short little encouragement. I hope it encouraged you. If living in the moment is something that you're trying to get better at, that you haven't yet mastered the way that I haven't, tell me about it in the comments. We're on this journey together, girl. You got me, I got you. And until next time, remember to keep your cool, mama. I love you, and I'll talk to you soon.